Today I'm going to show you how to make a crispy furikake seasoning at home, so stick around! Welcome back to No Recipes. I'm Mark Matsumoto, and I'm here to show you how to elevate your everyday meals, so smash that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss out. Furikake literally means sprinkled over in Japanese, and it's a universally loved condiment by kids and adults alike. In Japan, it's traditionally used to season rice, but it's such a flavorful topping that I like to use it for everything from steamed vegetables to popcorn to French fries. There's a lot of different ways to make it, but today we're going to be making a crispy one with a base of dried fish and sesame seeds with spinach for a pop of color. Let's have a look at our ingredients. We're going to be using 25 grams of katsuobushi. That's about 8 of those small packets. I've also got about a quarter cup of toasted sesame seeds, 6 leaves of spinach, and 2 half sheets of nori. For the seasoning, I have 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of sake, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and a quarter teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna start off by preparing our clean, dry spinach. You wanna remove the thick center stem from each leaf because these aren't gonna dry out in the oven quickly enough. I'm using kitchen scissors, but a knife will work as well. There's not enough spinach in here to make a big nutritional difference in our furikake, but I like adding it in for a splash of color. Next, you want to stack the leaves up so they're all going in the same direction. Then we're going to slice them into 1/8 inch strips in one direction. Now I'm gonna turn those strips 90 degrees and chop the spinach up. Okay, the next thing we need to do is mix our seasoning. I'm gonna add the soy sauce, sake, sugar, and salt to a small bowl and stir it together until the salt and sugar are fully dissolved. This is basically a teriyaki sauce with the balance shifted slightly towards salt. If you get impatient, you can pop this in the microwave for a few seconds, which should dissolve any stubborn granules of salt. That's looking good. To make the furikake, I'm gonna add the katsuobushi to a bowl along with the sesame seeds and spinach. Mix this together once to make sure everything is evenly distributed. Then you want to drizzle the sauce evenly over everything. Don't dump it into one spot or it's gonna clump up. Now we just need to mix this together well so that the whole mixture is uniform in dampness. Chopsticks work best for this because it helps keep things from clumping together. At this point, you have soft furikake. It's delicious on hot rice, but it only lasts a few days, which is where the next step comes in. Okay, let's get a baking sheet ready by lining it with a silicone mat or parchment paper. Then I'm gonna dump the furikake mixture into the pan and spread it out into a thin, even layer. Chopsticks are great here because it lets you rake the mixture out, avoiding clumps that might not fully dry. Now we're gonna pop this into the oven and set it to 120 degrees Celsius or 250 Fahrenheit, and we're gonna bake it for about 20 minutes. About halfway through, you're gonna want to remove the furikake from the oven and stir it up a bit. You can see it's already getting crispy, but the furikake on the bottom is still damp. This needs to be completely dry before storing it, or it'll go stale within a few days. Alright, let's pop that back into the oven, and in another 10 minutes, it should be done. You can see the furikake is totally crispy, and I'm gonna use a pair of chopsticks to break up any remaining large clusters. Now we just need to let this cool to room temperature before adding the nori. Once the furikake has cooled, I'm gonna use some kitchen scissors to shred the nori on top. Then we'll give this a quick stir, and our furikake is done. Just listen to how crisp that is. The traditional way to eat furikake is to sprinkle it over a bowl of hot rice. Kids love it, and it's great for seasoning onigiri as well. Stored in a sealed container, this furikake should last for weeks, and the crispy clusters will add a burst of flavor to any savory dish that you add it to. I also like using it to season veggies. These boiled green beans have been tossed in a bit of sesame oil and furikake to make a delicious side dish. But I think my favorite creative use for furikake is to use it to season popcorn. That's so good. Furikake is great on salads, in sandwiches, and of course on a bowl of hot rice. So I hope you'll give it a try. If you enjoyed this video, you can let me know you want to see more like it by giving this a big thumbs up and by sharing it with all your friends that love a good condiment. As always, I want to thank my amazing patrons for helping to fund this video. If you're learning something new from my recipes, I hope you'll consider clicking the link up here to join the No Recipes crew and help support our future videos. Well, I'm gonna go relive my childhood for lunch, but I'll catch you in the next one.